Well, it's the end of November. Let's talk about what I read this month here in November of 2023. That's coming up here on Drew's Book Reviews. You know, I have to say that November has been a pretty good month of reading for me. I actually managed to get through a lot more books in this month than I actually expected that I would, or at least finished up and read more than I expected to. But this is a good thing, probably because I took some time off from both my jobs. Anyway, let's talk about what I've read this month in November. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. So let's talk about it. So one of the first books that I actually finished in the month of November. Notice I technically finished, but I think I was almost done at the end of October. So it was the first couple days of November that I finished, but that was Demon in White by Christopher Ruocchio. So Demon in White is a great book within the whole greater series of The Sun Eater. Now there's still a couple more books in this series that I don't have yet, although they are on my Christmas wish list, so who knows if Santa will be good to me. But anyway, finished up Demon in White, the third book in The Sun Eater. I'm absolutely loving the Sun Eater series as a whole within this. And that's Demon in White that we're starting to learn more about the threat that this demon poses to humanity. And of course, we got our main character, Hadrian Marlowe, who is looking to defeat this ultra threat to humanity, and we have yet to see how he accomplishes that. In the end, we kind of get an idea, like this is one of those series where he kind of tells you a little bit about what he actually did, how it ended, but this story is about how he got there. And I do think, honestly, that Sun Eater is probably quickly becoming one of my favorite science fiction epic series of all time. It really is an amazing series of books, just fantastic. I'm really looking forward to eventually having the entire Sun Eater series and finishing it all up. I highly recommend The Sun Eater. If you haven't got around to reading The Sun Eater yet, definitely recommend, especially if you're a sci-fi fan. Go for it, definitely worth reading. The next two I'm going to talk about, I kind of already made a video about this series a little bit. You should check that out. It'll be linked in the cards, my breaking up with this series video. So the next two that I kind of finished within this world is the Sword of Truth books and books within the Sword of Truth world. The first one being Confessor by Terry Goodkind. This is the last one in the overall arc of the original books within the Sword of Truth world. So this is the last one within that whole series. And if you watch my breaking up with the Sword of Truth video, you kind of understand where I'm coming from on where the series had good and bad, but it's such a mixed bag that it's really hard for me to feel that I love this series as much as I used to. So I'd finished up Confessor by Terry Goodkind, the last one. This was a reread in the Sword of Truth world. And then I followed that up with the Omen Machine. So this is kind of the second set. There's 4 within this second set of Richard and Kaylin novels set in the Sword of Truth world. Richard and Kaylin, definitely characters I absolutely still really love to this day. But I decided, even though I'm going to be parting ways with this world in general, is I do have these on Audible, and I'm just going to finish rereading the ones that I have on Audible, because honestly it feels like I wasted credits if I don't. Maybe that's just me, but I get a little bit OCD about that kind of thing. Is if I've already spent the credits on the Audible titles, I want to finish it. I want to listen through so I don't feel like I wasted those credits. But I'm just going to focus on the things I enjoy about this world as I just kind of finish up all the ones I have on Audible within the Sword of Truth world. So there's about 8 additional books, but they're all shorter, and these ones aren't as bad so far as the main set, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to be finishing those up, and I did finish the Omen Machine in the month of November as well. This one kind of has a setting where they discover this ancient magical machine hidden beneath the Garden of Life in the Dahran Palace, and it's producing these omens that are bringing disaster and death and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Interesting concept. I love the ideas within this book, even if I don't like the writing style of this. Anyway, I digress. I keep going on. Watch my breaking up video, you'll get it. One of the other books that I read this month was Making It So by Patrick Stewart. I absolutely love this book. This is a memoir by Patrick Stewart. It's actually the Viewer's Choice video. So I've got a Viewer's Choice review. Not sure if that's already posted by the time you see this, or will be posted after you see this. Not sure what order I'm going to put them in, but anyway, keep an eye out for it on my channel. turn the notification bell on so you know when it's posted, or check out the Viewer's Choice playlist. It might already be there. Again, I'm not sure what order I'm going to post these in, but anyway, Making It So by Patrick Stewart, a memoir. Really enjoyed learning more about Patrick Stewart's life from childhood to his success on Star Trek and his experiences with that. So that was a really fun read. Highly recommend it. This is probably one of the 5-star reads I've got this year as well. It's pretty awesome. And one of the other books I finished reading this month was Ruin by John Gwynne. So this continues on with The Faithful and the Fallen. The God War has come to the Banished Lands. And we got two groups of people, one led by Nather and one led by Corbin. There's the Black Sun and the Bright Star of Prophecy. We've got giants in this world, giants fighting on both sides of this God War, and the 7 treasures that will bring ultimate power and open up the world to the world of deities and demons and devils and all kinds of stuff. Just really, really fun with the God War. Very Viking inspired. It's got the shield walls, some of the battle tactics which the Vikings were famously known for, and the God War in general. It's just a fun, entertaining read. I'm really enjoying Corbin's story in here. Corbin and Nather, all the side characters I'm kind of following, but I'm really just enjoying Corbin and Nather's storyline. I'm loving the fantasy world that's been set up here. The writing style I'd probably mark as about 2.5 to 3, personally, but the overall story, the plot, the world, the God War, the giants, and everything else that's involved with it, I'm absolutely loving that. So the series as a whole is definitely higher than a 3-star for me, but it's not the writing style, just, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how to explain it. Just the writing style doesn't hold my attention as well as some other fantasy writing styles. I think it's probably the best way to put it. And I'm not even sure how to explain what I mean, but maybe you get it. I don't know. But anyway, I finished up Ruin, Book 3 in the Faithful and the Fallen series within this. Angels, Demons, Giants, God War, Banished Lands, people on both sides of it, Bright Star and Dark Star and Black Sun and Bright Star. Just fun stuff all around. Definitely, I understand why so many people love this series. And that leads us to what am I currently reading at the end of this month and will likely complete flowing into the month of December. So what I'm reading at the end of this month flowing into December is going to be Wrath by John Gwynne. So this is the 4th book in The Faithful and the Fallen. Now with any luck I'll finish this before the end of the month, but I'm not really expecting to be honest. But you never know. Right now I'm getting to the almost halfway point in this book. These are big books, so like 700 plus pages. But Wrath being the final book in The Faithful and the Fallen before we move on to John Gwynne's next series, which as I understand is also set in the same world. But anyway, Wrath is what I'm currently reading by John Gwynne, and I'm looking forward to finishing up this series. Undecided if I actually do a video review on it. I'm just finding as much as I am enjoying it, I'm not sure I have a whole lot to say about the series as a whole anyway, so I might not do a video review on it at all. But anyway, John Gwynne, Wrath is what I'm currently reading. And the other one that I'm currently reading on the rereads through Audible, like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm wasting a credit, so I'm just finishing up in the Sword of Truth world, the Richard and Caleb novel, sequel to The Omen Machine, The Third Kingdom. There's one thing I will give Terry Goodkind credit for, is he has the ability to create some rather terrifying characters. And like just weird and scary and terrifying characters, such as Jit, the Hedge Mage, which we find in this. But Bishop Hannah's Ark, of course, as well, and some of the other characters like the Shuntuk from this set of books within the Sword of Truth world. He does have a penchant for creating some pretty scary characters. I'll give him credit for that. That is at least one aspect that I am enjoying about these books. But anyway, I am currently reading The Third Kingdom, of second book in the second series from Sword of Truth, I guess. Anyway, I know I'm never going back to the original Sword of Truth series at the very least. Anyway, that is what I'm currently reading within the month of November, what I've read and what I'm currently reading. Let me know down below, what did you read in the month of November? How'd your month of reading go? I'd love to hear from you. You could follow me on Bookstagram, Threads, Discord, as well as Hardcover. I'd love to hear from you, or just comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, until next time, keep on reading. Bye!